Cabeceiras de Basto, the true highland of the Terras de Basto, is located in the transition zone between the provinces of Minho and Trás-os-Montes, characterized by lush valleys and mountains home to quaint villages. In the 12th century, Benedictine monks founded a large monastery here, given that it was located far afield from major urban centres, but was welcoming and conducive to contemplation and inspiration. The name Basto refers to a Lusitanian warrior. Legend has it that in defence of the monastery against the Moors, the abbot standing next to the bridge leading to the monastery shouted, "Up to this point, in the name of São Miguel, I'm enough, Basto eu." The figure of Basto now personifies the local people. His statue is located in the Praça da República, the elegant visiting room of Cabeceiras de Basto, where the intense aromas from its gardens and the ringing of church bells inspire dreams, passions and stories of people guarded by this sentinel who stands near to a house that once belonged to a baron and is now the Casa de Cultura. The monastery of São Miguel de Reforços do Basto, a masterpiece of Baroque architecture, houses the church, Museum of Sacred Art, town hall and local secondary school. Designed by the architect André Soares, the current building dates from the 18th century and was listed in 1933. Its Museum of Sacred Art contains a collection of paintings and sculptures of enormous value. As we begin to wander around the municipality, we soon realize why the Benedictine monks chose this land, a rich and tranquil zone where it's possible to commune with the higher powers. The northern part of the municipality forms part of the Serra da Cabreira, which offers hiking trails that lead visitors to surprising and unexpected places. Here we find unique landscapes and ancient traditions. A 20-metre-long granary, supported on 12 pillars, is located in the village of Carrezedo, in the parish of Bucos. In the Casa de Lã, or Wool Museum in Bucos, the local women masterfully perform ancestral tasks such as washing, drying, carding, spinning, twisting, reeling, weaving and knitting. The Jogo do Pau, or stick game, is a cultural demonstration of an ancient ritual in defence of the honour and dignity of this brave and warlike people, and was often used to settle accounts. In the natural wilderness of the Serra da Cabreira, sheep, goats, oxen and cows pasture and roam freely. It's also possible to see wild boar, deer, rabbits, partridges and many other wildlife species. At the local Environmental Education Centre, it's possible to appreciate some of these species of native fauna and flora. Water flows everywhere through rivers, streams and brooks, filled with trout and barbel and dragonflies. In Moinhos de Reis, along an old irrigation channel named the Vibra, a number of watermills were built during the reign of King Dom Denis in the 14th century that transformed rye and corn into flour. In the middle of the mountains, the Vibra Channel flows into the Oral Reservoir, a popular recreational area. An airfield for light aircraft and a hippodrome located near Moinhos de Reis are infrastructures that host various national and international events and competitions. The Serra de Cabreira also has many mountain bike trails that allow visitors to enjoy the surrounding natural beauty. The villages of Formigueiro Lda in the parish of Rio Douro are idyllic spots whose highlights include the waterfall called Nariz do Mundo. In the town of Cabeceiras, we find heritage buildings of great value. The bridge over the river Tâmega, mentioned in the works of Camilo Castelo Branco, is listed as a national monument. Upstream, the International Angling Zone receives dozens of annual events. Here, leisure spots with crystal clear river beaches invite us to swim and relax. In the town of Arco do Baú, we encounter the Museum of the Terras de Basto. An old railway station which for 40 years served as a point of departure and arrival for so many travellers now houses the railway unit, where we can visit the royal carriages once used by King Carlos and Queen Dona Amélia. Starting at the Museum of the Terras de Basto, we can travel on foot or by bicycle along the cycle lane to Amarante. Built along the old railway track, visitors can admire lush landscapes populated by thousands of different colours and aromas. Horse lovers can visit the Equestrian Centre, the stage of important events such as the Horse Fair. Home to magnificent manor houses, Cabeceiras de Basto also has other infrastructures such as the Casa de Cultura and the Casa de Música. Modern schools, libraries, sports pavilions and many other facilities offer excellent educational, cultural and sporting opportunities to local citizens. Exhibitions, concerts, theatre and other activities are a constant presence in the cultural programme of Cabeceiras de Basto. The Banda Cabeceirense, a bicentennial institution based in the Casa de Música, is a veritable nursery of fine musicians who help disseminate magnificent melodies by famous composers, including the local composer Joaquim Santos. Lamb, veal, sausages, baked cod with potatoes, cabbage with beans, biscuits, jams, honey, sponge cake, amongst other delicacies, are all washed down with a fine Vinho Verde wine within a gastronomy of excellent quality that is a delight for diners. This land is filled with intense lives and immense souls that dance and twirl in festivities to the tunes of popular songs and traditional music that often depict the genuine theatre of their own lives. So let's set off in discovery of this festive land of good and wise people.